That may sound great, but the next question is, how are you going to go about doing this? How do you go about adding content to your site that is so exciting that people will want to read your site on a daily basis, especially if you aren't a writer naturally? Well, the first thing is to understand the type of content that gets read and the type of content that gets shared. And a clue here lies in a term that is generally looked down upon by the community: clickbait. Clickbait is content designed to get people to click, and very often it provides little to no value. You'll probably have seen this type of content on Facebook, and these are posts with titles like "You'll never believe what happens next" or "Top 10 X number 7 will shock you." These titles get people to click by leveraging the power of curiosity. The titles are purposefully vague while also being emotionally charged, by telling you that you'll be shocked or outraged in some way. To look at, the articles appear to offer something completely new, unexpected, and shocking. Unfortunately, when we click on the links, very often we're met with something rather disappointing, and the reality fails to live up to the hype. Now, I'm not about to tell you to write clickbait content. But what I am going to do is to tell you to write content that is similarly shocking and interesting. What you must absolutely avoid are titles like 10 Great Ab Exercises or SEO for Beginners. These titles are contrived. We've all heard similar things countless times before, and they just fail to stand out or to look exciting. Your aim is to write something as intriguing and as shocking as a clickbait title, but then to actually deliver on the promise by making sure that the reality is every bit as impressive as what you were promising in the title. So instead of 10 great ab exercises, how about what happens if you do 100 sit-ups every night? Or anatomy of your abs, the ab muscles you didn't know you had and how to train them. Instead of SEO for beginners, how about the psychological impact of making $dollar online, or how I make $200 a day from a site I built last year? These titles are inherently more interesting because they're different, because they have a human element, and because they promise real value. If you use those kinds of titles, you'll get clicks, especially if you post them to the right forums. And if you deliver great value within your content, people will eventually start seeking you out for more unique and exciting stories.